If you're struggling with a chronic condition, then you've made it to the right video. Hey everybody, my name's Nathan. Welcome to my first ever video on my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about what exactly my channel is about, and it's going to be revolved around spiritual awakening and self-healing. And I actually experienced those in a reverse order. See, back in 2017, I went on the keto diet as an 18-year-old. And on that diet, within 2 months, I experienced my first ever gallbladder attack. And I looked kind of like how I look today. You know, I was on the cross country team, so I was very athletic, skinny, male, and I got two gallbladder attacks. I was thinking, oh man, with this keto diet, I was stressing out my gallbladder way too much. I was quite embarrassed by it. And then I go to the doctors, they want to perform surgery. I realize that I don't want to do surgery. I did my own research and realized that a naturopath is the way to go because you can take some herbs, some supplements to get that function in the gallbladder going again. So I go to the naturopath. They do the whole thing, the whole stool test, food intolerance test. And I was intolerant to like pretty much every food on that test of over 200 foods. And my stool analysis showed I had severe dysbiosis. So of course I'm like, oh wow, good thing I didn't get rid of my gallbladder because it was all these other issues. Um, Go to show I take the herbs to fix the dysbiosis, I take the probiotics, I take some vitamins to help the nervous system. I only eat the foods that I'm allowed to eat. And everything stabilized. I was like, oh, thank God, I'm no longer in pain anymore. But now I'm filtering my life through this condition. I mean, I couldn't go out to eat, I couldn't socialize. The social burden of a gut illness is terrible. And any of you out there watching this with a gut condition right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The social burden is why a gut condition sucks. I didn't care that I was eating super healthy. I cared that I can go out to dinner on my birthday or have a cake at a party or something. Like that's not moderation. I was filtering my life through the condition. And eventually I led to the answers that it was my beliefs, my self limiting beliefs, it was my emotions, it was my perceptions of how I saw myself in that condition. And I knew that, but I was like, but how am I supposed to eat some ice cream and not be in pain for the next 2 days? I remember having ice cream and spitting it out. Oh, the next 2 days, my stool's extra yellow because the gallbladder's not working, and I'm in, quite a bit of pain. But later I found some answers that it was my perception and my fear around food. And once I cleaned up my perception, my fear around food, then it was gone. And, this gut condition isn't the only thing I dealt with. I've dealt with musculoskeletal issues like plantar fasciitis, knee pain that I dealt with 2 years. I've dealt with hyperhidrosis, where I was sweating constantly. Imagine just you wake up, you go outside, and now you're just dripping sweat. And I live in the hot Phoenix, Arizona. So I felt hot all the time, and I was dripping sweat. So I had to like double layer in hot Phoenix AZ. Because I can't just wear a t shirt. If I wore a t shirt for 30 minutes, I'd have sweat stains that go all the way down like this. And not only that, my palms were extremely sweaty. So I was scared to like shake hands with anyone. I remember I used to work at a grocery store, and I knew one of my coworkers' little daughters, and she touched my hand, and she's like, "Why is it so wet?" And I was like, Oh my god, kids are brutally honest, but I try to be easy on myself. And the sweating condition, I mean, that was also another one of those social burdens. Um, but anyways, the future of my channel is to go through each of my conditions and how exactly I reversed them. Because each one specifically taught me a lesson about myself, and it taught me a lesson about healing, and I really want to share that with you guys. Because ultimately, the goal of this channel is to help you learn how to awaken that healer within yourself, like I have. And once you overcome a condition, it's like one of the most like euphoric feelings. Like, but it's also strange because once you heal, it's almost like I was never that person that had a gut condition. I was never that person that woke up every day sweating all day, dreading the day, dreading interacting with people. Um, so if you're someone who's into spirituality, self healing, then hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below if you're struggling with a chronic condition or your experience with self healing, and I'll catch you in the next video.